Hi there! Do you think you know what annuity death benefits are? Well, by the end of this video, I'll make sure that you have all the facts so you know exactly what those benefits are before you go signing on that dotted line. My name is Michael Malone, and for the best annuity advice and information, be sure to subscribe to my channel here and click on that notification bell so that you'll be notified when I upload new videos. Now, first of all, in general, a death benefit for any investment that has a death benefit included with it is typically a lump sum payment that is paid out to the beneficiaries of that investment tool when the owner of that investment passes away. So just in general, not necessarily specific to an annuity, but death benefits are generally a lump sum payment that is paid out to the beneficiary of the owner when the owner of that investment passes away. Now, these beneficiaries can be typically, say, the owner's spouse is the most common. It could be the owner's children, could be an organization that the owner really cared about, could even be an actual trust that the owner of the investment has put in place to kind of better handle their estate when they pass away. But those are your typical beneficiaries for, again, any investment that has a death benefit included, and in this specific case, in the case of an annuity as well. Now, I would also share with you that in the case of annuities, and this is really kind of specific to annuities, in the case of annuities, if the beneficiary of the annuity is the spouse of the owner of the annuity, the spouse can, again, depending upon the annuity itself, but the spouse can have possibly the option of doing two separate things with the death benefit that is paid out to them. So as the spouse, often the surviving spouse can have the choice of having the death benefit literally paid back into the owner's annuity. When that occurs, then the surviving spouse becomes the new owner of that annuity, and they would have the opportunity to continue that annuity with the benefits that are there, the guaranteed retirement income, maybe a future death benefit to other beneficiaries, etc. So as the spouse, if the spouse is the beneficiary on a death benefit to an annuity, they may have the option of having that lump sum death benefit paid back into and refunding that annuity, filling it back up with cash, with funds, to continue that annuity for them. The other option that they would have is to simply say, no, I would like to have that lump sum paid out directly to me, say into their bank account or whatever the case may be. So again, as the spouse, if the spouse is the beneficiary of that death benefit, again, depending upon the annuity itself, the spouse may have the option of continuing that annuity but replenishing it with the cash from the death benefit, or simply saying, no, I'd like to have that death benefit paid out to, say, my savings account so that I, as the surviving spouse, can go forward and do whatever it is I would like to do with that cash. And by the way, if you'd like to have an annuity put together for you specifically around this guaranteed retirement income that I mentioned, and specifically for you, do feel free to click on the link down below to become my client. And I would also suggest that after you're done watching this video, I would recommend watching the other video I created called How to Get an Annuity. And in that video, really what you'll learn is how to go about getting an annuity for yourself if, after doing your research, you determine that an annuity would be an appropriate retirement tool for you. And I'll include that link in the description down below for you. Now, I would also clarify, as far as annuity death benefits are concerned, obviously I shared about, the spouse, if they're the beneficiary, having a couple of options. But I would also clarify that any other beneficiary that is not the spouse, in most annuities, you're going to find that the only option the other beneficiaries have, so if it's a child of the owner, if it's maybe an organization or into a trust, as I mentioned, the only option on that death benefit to those beneficiaries is the lump sum. So it's really only the spouse that has the option of continuing the annuity typically. If it's another beneficiary, again, maybe children, an organization, into a trust, you're always going to see that death benefit from the annuity is only going to be available as a lump sum paid out to that beneficiary. And I would mention that, most annuities are invested in to create guaranteed retirement income as a retirement planning tool. Now that is called a living benefit because that's something that you have as a benefit while you're living. is that guaranteed retirement income. However, another benefit, as we're talking about here to an annuity, is the death benefit that may be there. And that can be used as part of maybe the estate planning that you're doing as far as passing on assets to beneficiaries. So again, primarily annuities are typically invested in first and foremost to generate that additional retirement income. But the death benefit, these annuity death benefits, can be part of the benefits of the annuity and can kind of incorporate into all of the retirement planning you're doing and possibly help address some of the estate planning you're doing in regards, like I said, to passing along assets to those that you care about. And again, as I mentioned previously, if you would like to have an annuity designed specifically for you and around that guaranteed retirement income, which is that living benefit, do feel free to click on the link down below to become my client. And if you've liked this video, please, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel here, and share it with a friend. Thanks for watching, and I hope something good happens to you out there today.